and we've got Joanne on the line. Joanne, how are you tonight?
Oh, my goodness. I'm well. Thank you.
Good to connect with you, Joanne. So the first thing they tell me is the winds of change are here upon you. Make me feel like this has been a bumpy kind of time for you. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, the doors are there and some have slammed in your face, and kind of the universe has your attention, got you on your knees, and you've been asking for your guides and your angels. You've been asking for assistance. You've been looking up to your loved ones on the other side saying, help me, right? You know that song, Help Me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda.
Yes.
Well, you're like, help, Joanne, help, Joanne, because you're like, Lord, I don't think I can handle much more of this craziness. But they're talking about setting some changes in motion. They're talking about you're setting your boundaries, Joanne. And by that, I mean, if something isn't working for you, I need you to let that go. And they're also talking about some disharmony around you, please. People are not in alignment at this time in the primary family circle or connection with you, please. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Okay. Because I'm feeling like there's some disagreement or disconnect or not on the same page with the people in your circle, like something doesn't feel the way it used to. Mm-hmm. So I want you to just notice that and understand that things are going through changes, but you have changed a lot. And particularly you've changed since 2018. The past 3 years have been major metamorphosis times. We're closing out the chapter of that time. I have to also go back to 2011 into 12. They tell me these were times of change for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we are here at this time for you to just, first of all, look back and say, look how far I've come. Give yourself a pat on the back. They're also talking about things you want to do next for finances, for work, for career, that you are really looking at your whole life and saying, where do I go from here at this moment in time for what appears to be about a second half of life? So, Joanne, what is your question for me, please?
Well, I'm concerned because I do have all these changes going on, and I've been dealing with just an incredible amount of stress.
Yeah.
And sometimes just this depression that it's bad. It just pulls me down. I'm able to rebound eventually, but it's bad.
Mm-hmm. But things are out of your control, and you know that, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I also am made aware of strong connections on the other side, support of family and loved ones that are no longer here that you look to and you miss. Is this also true? Yes?
This is true.
Yes. And they're holding much support for you. And I'm kind of forming a little connection, so I'm going to let them continue to kind of open up that energy, and I can see what else I can give you. But what specifically about this transformation time, this kind of, you're in your cocoon, your chrysalis, and you're being broken down into this liquid form. And you want to emerge this magnificent butterfly coming through all these, the word they give me is challenges, difficulties, disruption to the flow of life. So what is the question that you have for me regarding this?
Well, I've gone through 3 job changes in 14 months. Mm. And that has been really devastating to me. And the first job change I took was I was led into a really bad situation. I was misled. It was just terrible. So I've just been trying to rebound, and I kind of pivoted a little bit with my career a little bit, and I'm just dealing with a lot of anxiety and not feeling good enough. Am I going to make it, etc.
But you've always been the front person running the show for other people. Is that true? Like you're the person I drop everything off and you magically make it all work or something? Yes, please?
I would say yes.
Okay. But now there's other protocols, other things. So you've been put in front of people who are kind of come from a different way of working, and almost you were feeling a little inferior, and they tried to make you feel like you would be advancing, but instead they set you up to fail, yes?
Could be, yeah.
Okay. And when I look at the energy here, I know we've been through how many changes, but I find when I go into the April month of next year, things seem like they're on strong, solid ground. I feel as if this new aspect of your career, you've kind of taken, as you said, a sidestep from what you normally did and are opening up to a new arena. This is going to open up some new talent, some new creativity for you. This will be good. This will open you up. And I feel like there may be yet, another job, But
Okay.
but if there's another job or another role, don't be afraid to go in that direction. Because they let me know that 2022, we're kind of cleaning the slate. Now, Joanne, when I'm talking to you, I'm made aware of several people on the other side, but one is clearly a gentleman stands above you, father, grandfather. This gentleman steps forward. Is this your grandfather I have here, please, or is it your father? Because he's very
It's
strong.
It would be my father, probably.
Okay.
My father or my brother.
Okay. No, it's in the father position, so it is your father. So he's the first one who steps forward for me. Very strong energy here. He makes me aware of stability. Something about you always had to make sure everything was stable. You were always very stable about how you looked at things. Does that make sense to you, please?
That is correct.
Okay. And if I look at the energy, your brother hasn't stepped forward, but if I look at the energy between you and your brother, night and day, is that also true? He's like a totally different person, yes?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. Father steps forward in support of you. He kind of taught you how you should push forward and believe in yourself and move forward. Yes, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. He also brings me this very strong energy of, what is that? He's talking to me about pictures, and were you going through some pictures and things recently of the family? I'm hearing that song, Faded Photographs.
It could be, yes.
I'm seeing, no, but he's making me aware of there's something symbolic about this time of year regarding him, regarding you. This is symbolic to him, birthday, anniversary, or something important that was celebratory to him. This is how he makes me feel.
No, that would be my
That's
anniversary of my brother passing.
Okay. And so there's something connected then with your brother that's going to be something we're going to look through or connect to. There's something very strong around this energy. So please know Father steps forward. Your brother hasn't stepped forward, but I do want to, we were talking about your work, but I did want to let you know that there was a gentleman stepping forward connected to you in the Father's position here. I also made aware of your conversations with God and your desire to seek a little more inner peace, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Things you cannot control, just give to God.
Okay.
Breathe through them and kind of say to yourself, I have the power, I have the will. My own destiny I can fulfill. No other man can subdue me. God alone can undo me. I have the power, I have the will. My own destiny I must fulfill. No other man can subdue me. God alone can undo me. There's nothing that a human being can do that can really take you down unless you give it power.
Yeah.
And we are also caring for someone in the family, please. There's a female energy or someone you're worried about and looking after as well, please.
It's something that I'm worried about, yes.
Okay. Yeah. What is their name?
Janice.
Okay. And she's also going through some changes in her life as well. And she's going through her own, her energy seems very weak, depressed, but she's also feeling very off in her health as well. Is this also true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whose birthday is in the month of 7 in the month of July, please? Who is that?
Probably my sister.
Okay. And is that Janice?
No.
Who is that then?
That's my sister Jennifer.
Jennifer. And when is Janice's birthday?
May.
Okay. And Joanne, who is the R name connected to the family, please?
I don't know. I'd have to think.
Okay. Because someone on the other side is talking about the letter R connected to the family here. So it's a little faint off in the distance, but I always capture everything. So in the energy of your sister, what is the question for me?
I don't think I have anything for her.
Okay.
I think she's...
You will be fine. You are strong. You have always navigated change. You've always kept everybody together and kept everything going, yes? And that's exhausting for you.
Yes.
Okay. But you have been the leader of the pack, so to speak, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the person who was in charge. Mm-hmm. So as I look at this energy, know that you can make these changes, that it will be a better 2022 for you. And this is going to put you in a place where you can settle in. I know you want to settle in somewhere where you feel happy and you don't have to make changes. But they're also alerting me to the thought that they want you to think outside the box, that in 2023, perhaps putting together something that's your own business, something that inspires you, will be most beneficial for you to do.
Okay.
All right. How did you hear about the show, Joanne?
I believe it was through YouTube, through my searches through YouTube, and I saw you and started watching all of your shows.
Well, thank you so much for following us. I'm glad we were able to make this connection. Know that your father's energy very strong around you. They're definitely giving you all the support from the other side. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.